Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, so almost there, almost to the weekend. I hope everybody's having a good summer. Y'all, it is 99 degrees here today in Southern Cali. A very warm day. We just were in Arizona this past weekend, and it was like 110, 111, 112, somewhere around there. So this is nothing compared to that, but it is warm for us here. As we're waiting for people to get in, please drop in the chat your name, what you do, where you're from. I'd love to get to know you better. And we'll get started in just a minute. I hope you guys brought your mimosa or orange juice or water or lunch so we can connect and over a meal or a drink. I got my fake mimosa. It's coconut water with pineapple juice. My virgin pina colada, basically. All right. Well, I want to respect everybody's time. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and whoever joins can catch us. Or if you catch us on the replay, you can comment in the, share in the comments, everything in regards to what you see. But I'm so excited for today. This is something that several people have asked me to do and have asked about. So I want to share about it. All right. I got my screen up. All right, let's see. All right. So first of all, I want to welcome you to Boss Sis Brunch. I'm so glad you're here. If this is your first time joining us, just to kind of give you an understanding of what Boss Sis Brunch is, it's a free weekly workshop where women entrepreneurs can come together and we talk about practical ways to attract more clients, save more time, and build a business that doesn't depend on you doing everything manually. I know a lot of us do a lot of things manually. So like I said before, grab your coffee, your tea, your matcha, your water, whatever you're sipping today, or maybe you're having lunch, and pull up a seat so we can talk at the virtual brunch table. Okay. Before we get started, I'd always love to go around and introduce yourselves. So if you can introduce yourself in the chat, or tell us your name, what you do, and where you're joining from. And if you can also put in the chat for me, what is the biggest thing that keeps you from creating more video or photo content? So this is specifically for social media purposes. What is one of the biggest things that's keeping you from making more content? Okay. Think about it. Is it time? Is it more photos? Maybe you don't feel ready to get on front of the camera. Is it not knowing what to record? Feeling tired? Having the kids at home? I know that's sometimes my excuse for not showing up. Just drop it in the chat because I already know you are not alone in this. Like, we are all experiencing a lot of the same thing with creating content. It's a full-time job. So I'm gonna introduce myself and tell you what's maybe stopping me from making more content. So my name is Chelsea. I am the founder of Saasy Boss. I help women entrepreneurs primarily in the beauty and wellness space, but I help women entrepreneurs with attracting more clients, saving more time, and simplifying their marketing with AI and automation and easy to use business systems. I also have a new offer where I can deploy AI employees or assistants into your business so that they can answer calls for you, they can respond to leads for you, they can book appointments, they can handle repetitive tasks so that you can focus on serving your clients better. So today we're going to talk about something that feels really fun, creating a digital version of yourself, but it's actually very practical as well. We're talking about how to clone yourself with AI. And cloning yourself doesn't mean replacing yourself. I know a lot of us have seen a lot of very fake versions of people, fake AI images, and that look very fake and look very plastic. And that takes away from the real connection of people's brands a lot of the time. But if it's done right, it can really help you. It can really still have that genuine connection. And now I'm going to share with you today how you can do that, how to make it look real, how to have it have your own voice. So stick with me because I'm going to show you a little bit of some tips of things that I've learned. Because what if one good photo, one selfie, and I'm going to show you the picture that I used. It's not even the best picture. It's a selfie of me. And what if that one photo could become more content, fresh brand images, different outfits, new backgrounds, lifestyle content, B-roll clips, short videos, even long videos. Long form videos are now something that you can create. I've seen full YouTube videos with somebody utilizing their clone or AI twin, doing all the talking, and they just have to go in and edit it. And it looks really real. Most people, unless you are in the industry and really know, you wouldn't even be able to tell. And even if you can tell, it's still giving good information. And people may not even they care more about getting the great information that you have to share. So what if that one photo could create those things for you? Even ads, ad creatives you can create with this. So it's something that's going to help save you more time, more energy, and so that you don't have to constantly create from scratch. Because honestly, life be lifing, right? Sometimes your hair isn't done, your makeup's not done, the kids are home, the house is loud, your office is messy, you're tired, you have clients to serve. There's so many things that you're doing that it's hard to keep up with content. And this is a continuation from last week because we talked a lot about this last week. But your business still needs to be visible and your audience still needs reminders, So today I want to show you how AI can help you create a small library of content assets from one photo so that your business can keep showing up even when you're not camera ready every single day. And we're going to talk about what an AI twin is, how it can support your content, what it can create, what you can use it for, and how to make sure it still feels aligned with your real brand. Okay, so again, grab a sip, get of your drink that you brought, get comfortable, and let us get into today's Boss Sis Brunch. Okay, let me check and see if anybody's joined yet. No, let's see. Okay, always got to check the chat just to be sure. All right, so let's start with the real reason content does not always get created. Why is your content is not getting created, right? Honestly, sometimes it's because it may not be because you don't know what to do. Or I will say this, sometimes it is because you don't know what to say. You sit down to post, you open Instagram, you stare at the blank screen and you're like, your mind goes blank. You're like, what do I even talk about today? Did I already say this? Is this interesting enough? Is this too basic? Is this salesy? Will anybody even care? And then before you know it, you've spent 30 minutes thinking about posting, but not actually posting. So sometimes content is hard because the idea, the idea is not clear yet for you. But other times you do know what to say, right? You know your audience, you know what they need to hear, you know the questions people ask all the time, you know what services you need to promote, you know you need to stay visible. But knowing what to say does not mean you have the time, energy, photos, videos, confidence, good lighting, quiet space, um, or camera ready moment where you can actually create it. So, and then there's another layer that we don't really talk about sometimes. Sometimes you do create the post. You take the picture, you make the graphic, it looks great. You record the video, you write the caption, and you put it out there. You did it, girl. You put it out there, right? And then crickets. Only a few likes, no comments, no DMs, no bookings, no real response. I always share that I have my mama and my cousin. I got a mama and a cousin that always like my posts. And that's what keeps me going. But they are not my target audience. And so sometimes, that's discouraging. You're sharing your story. And we know likes and all that is not always the end all be all. Sometimes it's good that people are seeing you. But it feels discouraging when you're not really getting much response. Because you put the time in and you put the thought into it, and you had to work up the courage to get on camera sometimes to post it, and then it feels like nobody saw it. So this is where creating content starts to feel really heavy, because it's not just the work of creating content, it's the emotional weight of creating content and wondering if it even matters, right? For a lot of us women entrepreneurs, that is a lot to carry on top of everything else. You're already serving clients, you're answering messages, you're taking care of your home, you're trying to be present for your family, you're also growing a business, and keeping everything up behind the scenes. But then marketing or content creation asks for more of you, and that can be exhausting. So I want to say this clearly. If content has felt hard to keep up with, you're not lazy. It doesn't mean you're not creative. It doesn't mean you're not committed to your business. It just means sometimes your business needs more support than you currently have. And because your business still needs to be seen, your future clients still need reminders. Your audience still needs to know how you can help them. But you also need breathing room. So you should not have to start from scratch every time you want to post. Okay? You should not have to book a new photo shoot every time you need new content. You should not have to carry the whole marketing department by yourself. So today we're going to talk about how AI can support both sides of content creation. It can help you figure out what to say, and it can help you create more visuals, videos, and content assets that from what you already have. That way your business can start showing up even when real life is happening. Okay. So now that we've talked about why content can feel so heavy, let's talk about why this AI twin conversation actually matters. Because at first, clone yourself with AI sounds fun or trendy, or it just sounds like a thing that everybody's doing or people are doing, right? But the real reason this matters is not because we need to create more cute pictures of yourself. It matters because your business still needs to show up. Even when you do not have the capacity to show up in real time, your future clients still need to see you. They still need to be reminded of what you do. You still need to build trust with them. And they still need to hear about your offers. They still need to feel that your business is active, available, and ready to help, but you're only one person. So you may not always have time to record or feel camera ready, or have fresh photos. So because of this, it gives you This AI twin can give you more support. And one photo can become multiple brand images. One image can then become a short video. And one visual can become a post, a story, a workshop reminder, a promo, a piece of content that keeps your business visible. And that visibility really matters. People do not always book the first time they see you. We talked about this in a few Boss Sis brunches ago when we were talking about follow up. People need to see you 5 to 7 times before they actually book with you. So, and some people need more time than that, right? So that's important. They need to see you again and again and again, and they need reminders, and they need familiarity, and they need trust. So, when you disappear for weeks because your life got busy, your audience may not know what happened. And they may not be mad, they may not even notice consciously, right? But if you're no longer staying on top of mind for a business owner, that matters. You need to be on top of mind. So your AI twin helps you create support around your visibility. It helps you stay present without needing to be on all the time, and it helps you create content without waiting for the perfect filming day. Okay? All right. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what your AI twin is, and what it can do for you. So again, let's define what an AI twin is. So your AI twin is basically a digital version of you that can help create content from your photos. So instead of having one picture to use one time, you can use AI to create new versions of that same image. That could look like a polished brand photo, you could have a different outfit, a different background, a lifestyle image, a short video clip, a B-roll video, promo graphic, a story reminder. It could be a photo that you put in your email, or a launch, or an event, or an offer. So there's so many ways you can use this. I want you to think of your AI twin as your content assistant. It's not your replacement or your whole brand or your personality or your voice, but it is a tool to help you create more content around the real you, because the real you is still the foundation. Your story is still the foundation. Your message is still the foundation. Your expertise is still the foundation. But AI helps you package it in more ways. So instead of thinking, I need a whole new photo shoot, or I need to record it from scratch, or I don't have anything new to post, you can start asking, what do I already have that AI can help me turn into content? Maybe that's one good selfie, or a brand photo, or maybe a photo from an event. Maybe it's a picture where you like your hair, your outfit, or your energy. That one photo can be the starting point for more content. And that is what makes it so useful. It's not starting from nothing. You're starting with you. Okay. You see my photos of some of my AI twin photos. And let's take it a little further. So I want to show you what this actually looks like. So I shared these images last week, but I'm going to show you exactly what to do to create these images. So I wanted to share this a little bit further. Because this can sound a little abstract until you see it. But everything started with the simple photo on the right. So this is a photo of me. I was on a cruise with my family, and I snapped a picture of myself before we went to dinner. It's not even the best lighting. It's a good photo of my face, so you can see my full face. My hair's pulled back, so you can really see my face. So I said, you know what, I'm going to try this image. And so, and I would recommend, I mean, in order to get the very best photos, you make sure you feed, we'll talk about this a little further, make sure that you feed the AI different pictures of yourself with your hair in different ways, pull it back, all kinds of ways, so that it really gets an understanding of what you look like. But again, this is not a professional photo by any means. Okay, so the photos on the other side of you of me, or these are my AI twin. So it took the photo of myself and it shared different images with me, my hair straight, curly, and in different ways. Okay. Um, so it gave me brand style photos, lifestyle photos, and video assets. So these are things that I could utilize um, for short clips of videos and all of that. So let me show you what that will look like. So I'm going to share with you 3 videos that I created quickly, so that you can see what that would look like. So the first one is a B-roll video. It came from one of the photos that I shared with you on the previous page. Even came with a little nice music in the background. Um, Here's a second B-roll video, so you can see also another video came from an image, one of the images from the other page as well. Me walking down the street. I wish I were that skinny. I'll get back to that. But that's the great thing about these AI twins as well. You can be the best version of yourself. It is. I'll get into this in more detail later, but I just feel like this is a way where it motivates you to. It's like the best version of yourself. It's almost like a digital vision board. You putting yourself exactly in the place that you want to be in. So think of it that way too. It's like this is it's also helps change your mindset. Honestly, for me, after having a baby and just starting my own business and just really getting my life together, and a lot of times I'm working from home, so I'm not getting dressed. I'm hair is tied up in a knot on top of my head and I'm in sweats. And being able to create these images of myself helps me come back to me, reminds me who I am. So anyway, I think this is a really cool um, way to help your mindset as well. So let me show you the third one. Nobody cuts it off. It says the future is actually insane. But that is a talking head video of me. I actually cloned my voice, and I can share with you more details about what to do that. But I actually cloned my voice, train the AI on my voice so that it would sound exactly like me. So these are great ways to at least get some content up on your page. Tell people about your offer. Tell people about who you are. Express to people what you do. And this, these are 3 examples. So now that I've shared this with you, I want to talk to you about. I want to share with you how to do it. I'm going to show you a demo of exactly what to do. So let me get out of here for a second. I'm going to pull up. Hold on. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go on. Where's my Claude? Please hold. Okay, y'all. Sorry. So I'm going to go in here in Claude. And I'm going to show you. So if you're not familiar with Claude, with what Claude is, basically Claude is an AI tool similar to ChatGPT where you can chat with it, but it does so many things. It connects to other systems. You can connect it to everything from your Google Calendar to your Gmail to I shared last week. You can connect it to Canva and created carousels with Canva last week with it. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to come up. Here it is. Okay. So let me share with you. Okay. Let me scroll up to the top. So Claude, like again, it looks like a chat in here. But what Claude can do is it actually can connect to an AI tool that I use called Higgsfield. So Higgsfield is a marketplace that basically will allow you to, it basically is a marketplace of a whole lot of AI tools, and you pay one monthly payment and it connects to a lot of different tools. So I'm going to just share with you the monthly payment, and it's as low as $19 that you can utilize this tool. But I'm sharing with you what Higgsfield is so you can see it. So I already had a subscription with Higgsfield, and I just connected it to Claude, which I also have a subscription for. Both are like $20 a month. Okay, not too bad. So what I did is I said, okay, let me ask Claude. After I connected it, I said, hey, I want to utilize. And I showed you this real image of myself, and then I put a whole bunch of AI images that I created in here as well. But let me see. I just saw a comment. Oh, you can't hear the videos. Okay, I'll post the videos in the comments so that you guys can see them. I'm sorry that you can't hear it. Okay, so I posted all these videos and I said, here's some photos of me. I'm going to show this at Boss Sis Brunch, basically, and I want to, can you create images of me and 7 different professions of different professionals that I usually or have helped in the past. So I said, can you show me as a luxury med spa owner, an esthetician, a lash artist, a brow artist, a therapist, a massage therapist, and a business consultant. Okay. So it said, okay, can you, before we do that, let's train your twin. So what it said is, hey, we're going to utilize Soul, which is an AI tool within Higgsfield. We're going to utilize Soul for the best face accuracy. It takes about 10 minutes to create, but you only have to create it once. So can you upload 5 to 10 images of yourself into this system? So I uploaded like 5 images, right? Some of them are the ones that I previously just shared in earlier. But once I did that, it started training it. And again, it took about 10 minutes to do. So I'm asking it questions as it's doing it. And it said, okay, what aspect ratio do you want these images to be in? And I said, I want it 9:16, which is the real size for Instagram Reels and Stories. And then so once my character was done, I was talking to it. It says still in progress. Hold on, just still. I don't know, my character's not popping up. But there it is. And the character, then it just put one of my images on a character for me. So it showed the character there. And then it says, okay, now we've created this. Let me go ahead and create the things that you asked for. I also had asked it to create a character sheet for me. So what a character sheet does is it allows you to, basically it has your face in different sides of your face, the front, the back, the sides and stuff, so that AI can detect different parts of your face, can understand what you really look like. So that way you can upload it as a reference. So anytime you create a video or photo, you upload this character sheet and say, can you reference this character sheet and utilize this character in my new video or new photo. So it created this character sheet of me based on the images that I uploaded into it. So I have that as an asset. So I'm gonna save that, and I can utilize it over and over again as a photo of me, right? And then I said, okay, now show me the professions. So here is me as a med spa owner. Nice. Here's me as an esthetician. Here's me as a lash artist. Here's me. I was supposed to be a brow artist, but it's showing me as a customer. So you'll see later, I'm going to ask it to change that, right? Here's me as a therapist, like a mental health therapist. Here's me as a massage therapist. Oop. And here's me as a business consultant. Okay. So I said, okay, that's cool. These are pretty good. There's a few that I want to edit. So the one I should share with you earlier, I went in here just so you know what it looks like, showing me as the customer. So I said edit, and I just edited it, and I literally just chatted with it and said, hey, can you make me the brow artist, not the customer? So then it came down here and it made me the brow artist. So that's better because I wanted to show me as a profession. Also, I asked it to change, me as a massage therapist. I thought the image was too far back. It was way too far. So I said, can you make it a little bit closer? Well, if you look at the face, that is not me. It's not my face. So I said, hey, recreate this. This isn't me. So it did it again. And then it put me in a robe like I was the one getting the massage. So I said, no, make me the massage therapist. So then it puts me as a massage therapist, but I'm still in the robe. So I said, hey, can you put me in professional spa attire? I said, oh, okay, sure. So there's me with professional spa attire as a massage therapist, massaging this woman here. I was like, okay, cool. Now animate it. All that means is change the photo into a video. So it created a 5-second clip for me based on that. Like I said, again, the main reason why we use Claude instead of Higgsfield directly, just so you understand, is I can chat with it. With Higgsfield, you have to have a very specific prompt of exactly what you want to create the image. Now you can still utilize it. I think it's a great tool, but it makes it easier in Higgsfield because you can talk back and forth with it in real plain English. Here's what I want you to do, and it'll do it. So, all right. So here is the animation as a massage therapist. Okay. And then I asked it to do a few more. So I said, hey, can you do the same thing with me as a lash artist? And so here's me sitting in my lash chair as a lash artist. And I can actually tell it exactly what I want it to do. But in this case, it's just me kind of moving around and stuff, showing that it's animated, right? And then I said, one more, can you show me as a brow artist? So that's me as a brow artist doing somebody's brows. So if I wanted to change the outfit, I could. If I wanted to change the background, if I wanted to change the customer, I can make all of those changes. And I'm just typing in there. I literally just say, hey, can you do this? And it'll make the changes for me. So I don't have to have a very specific prompt. Claude will prompt Higgsfield the way that it needs to be prompted, with all the very clear directions of what to do, and it organizes it in a better way than I would. But that is pretty much. Oh, I also did. Let me go back down here. I also asked it, hey, can you take the photo of or the photo that you created of me as a business consultant and show me um, just create a sample script and create a talking head video. Now I want to preference this by saying this is not my voice. I haven't trained. I didn't put the trained voice into this video. There is a tool called 11 Labs. I don't want to throw too many tools at you, but I want you to know there's a cool tool called 11 Labs that will clone your voice. You can upload all kinds of videos of you talking, and like YouTube videos or different things, and the more things that you have of you talking, you can upload in there, and it'll clone your voice, and it'll clone the way that you talk, the cadence, the way that you say things, your brand voice. How do you say things? It'll do that. So just want to say that this one is not trained, so it doesn't going to sound like me, but I just want to show you that it can do it. So here's the Chelsea as a business consultant avatar, and I said, okay, take this script and create a video. So I don't know if you can hear this. I hope you can hear it. But here is. Yeah, that doesn't sound like me at all. But it looks good. I just need, if it sounded like me, it would be much more believable. But I want you to just wanted to show you that you can even have it do multiple singing videos like this, of showing, and it showed like B-roll clips of me drawing on a pad and talking, and and then it went back to me speaking. So you can have it do a lot of different things to help you create this content for you. And just so you know, it's once you can literally then just go in here and download it. And then you download it and then upload it into your social media. And if you want to add any more edits or do anything like that, you can put it in CapCut or Captions or any of those kind of tools to update it. But it is a great starting point. So that concludes my demo. But I just wanted to at least share with you kind of how that works. Okay, let me put the screen back up. And does anybody have any questions? I'm trying to see if anybody's in here. Okay, I got a comment. Thank you. You're very welcome. Praise him, one able. I think up here you put your name, huh? I think I'm Victoria. Nice to meet you, Victoria, from Washington, D.C. Welcome, welcome. How's the weather out there? Because I know it's usually very humid on that part of the country this time of year. But all right, let me put this back up. Do you have any questions? Let me know as I'm moving to the next part of the presentation. Okay. So we already did these. Okay. So before we go on, I have a Boss Sis challenge for you. So this is just, this is not homework. It's going to take you all the weekend, but I just really want you to start helping you get started with taking that first step. So this week, I want you to find one photo that you love of yourself. Okay. Don't worry about 50 photos. What is one photo that you really love of yourself? Just one, and use that one photo, one of the AI tools we talked about today, to create your first AI twin. So I would recommend pulling up Higgsfield, try it out. I think they might have some. I'm not sure. I've had it for a while, but they may have some free trials and those kind of things that you can utilize it. But it is a wonderful tool. You can even use, honestly, you can use ChatGPT. It's gotten so good with images. I can share that on another live. But you can actually go in there and even you upload your image in ChatGPT and say, hey, can you create an AI clone? But again, I would recommend doing a character sheet, and then utilizing that character sheet to say, okay, every time save it on your phone or save it on your computer and then upload that character sheet. And then, then you can create your twin that way. And you can say, I want you to, tell exactly what you want it to do, where you want to be, what you want it to be doing. Like again, ChatGPT is great with images. Nano Banana is another one that's very great with images. But utilize one of these tools. Or like I said, Higgsfield is the one I think is top of the line, and then you can connect it to Claude. Okay, so do that. Create your first AI twin. Generate one image, and then do a short video. Again, Higgsfield's really the one you want to use for video, and utilize it the way that I showed you in Claude. Makes it much easier. But then from there, share it. I want you to share it this week. So if you can, you could just share it as part of your social media. It could be, you can share it in a story. Just try it. See how people are receptive to it, and see how it goes. And like I said, make sure you've got to be very clear with the AI tool on how to keep it looking like you. So you want to make sure you say, show pores, show that, if you feel like it's looking too plasticky or not much like you, you got, that's why like I said, I utilize the Claude, because I can tell Claude, can you make this look more human? Can you show my pores? Can you show my blemishes? Can you show a little bit of hair on my skin and those kind of things, to like real things, that make you look like a person and not like a fake Barbie doll, So, and then if you create something that you're super proud of, please tag me. I'd love to see it. And I'll reshare it. I'd be so excited if you would share it with me, because I'd love to be able to support you and share your creation with the world. I really do want to celebrate with you, and who knows, I may even feature your creations during one of my future Boss Sis Brunches. So please do that. And before we get into next week's topic, I do want to offer this to you. If today's workshop got you thinking like this would be amazing for my business, I'm just not sure where to start, I'd love to help you. I actually offer a free discovery call. And this is a chance for us to sit down and really look at your business together and talk about where AI and automation can save you the most time. Maybe it's creating an AI twin. It could be setting up an AI front desk, which is like a receptionist. And that's usually more if you have a brick and mortar or in-person business. But it can basically help you with all the repetitive tasks that you have. Maybe it could be helping with improving your follow-up or simplifying your marketing, or creating your content. Every business is different, so this isn't a one-size-fits-all conversation. So I need to hear more about your business, but we'll talk about your goals and your challenges and what would make the biggest impact for you. And whether or not we end up working together, my goal is to leave the call with more clarity and a plan for your next steps, because I really would love to see you flourish. So if you've been thinking about, I wish someone could help me figure this out, I need help with automating my business, I'm overwhelmed, I'm manually doing everything, scan the QR code or head over to sassyboss.com/strategy. And book a time that works for you. I'd love to meet with you, learn more about your business. I genuinely love these conversations because every business is different, and together we can figure out what makes the most sense for yours. And hopefully today's workshop sparks some ideas. So I'd love to continue this conversation with you. I want to give you a little preview of next week's Boss Sis Brunch because it builds perfectly from what we talked about today. So today we focus on getting your business seen, and we talked about creating content and building a content library and making it easier for people to show up consistently. But what happens after someone finally reaches out? Like, what happens when someone sends you a DM when you're with a client, or fills out your contact form while you're asleep, or text your business while you're maybe at your daughter's soccer game or son's soccer game, or what if somebody wants to book an appointment when you're needing a much needed day off, right? So attracting attention is only the first step, but if no one responds, follow-ups, or makes it easy for them to book, that lead can easily disappear just as quickly as it came. So next week, we're going to talk about never missing another lead. So I'm going to show you how AI can help respond to new inquiries, help answer common questions, excuse me, follow up automatically, and make it easier for people to book with your business. And the goal is making sure that potential clients feel acknowledged, even if you're busy doing the work that you love. Because your business shouldn't stop when you can't get to the phone right away. So if you've ever had to worry about missing a message, forgetting to follow up, or wondering how many opportunities have slipped through the cracks, I think this is going to be a great workshop, and I hope you will enjoy it. So let's open it up for Q&A. This is a time where you can ask questions about anything we covered today. If something came up while I was presenting, go ahead and drop it in the chat for me. Okay, I'm Victoria, I'm behind. Sorry, girl. I'm reading your comments. Okay. It did. God bless you. Okay, awesome. Okay. Just want to make sure I do you have any questions? Anything that came up? There are no silly questions. A lot of this is technology. Let me tell you, technology is moving so fast. 2 years ago, even a year ago, AI was not where it is now. Things have become so, in 2026, things have become so much easier for business owners and for all of us who aren't necessarily software engineers or people who have studied technology, but you're still able to create full apps and clone yourself and use AI to work in your business. Let me see. I got a question. How long have you been in business? I've been in business. So officially for Saasy Boss, I've been in business since 2023. But prior to that, I actually had a business, very similar business, where I was helping with marketing and branding for musicians, called a business called Exposure. That started in 2017. So yeah, I've been in business for quite a long time. But it just has transformed more into helping more women entrepreneurs. That's been the people that I surround myself with, the people that have been around me. So yes. Awesome. You're going to try the cloning. Good. And let me see, sometimes I write down some of the questions that I hear all the time. So I'm going to go over some of those. Let's see. So one of the questions that people ask me a lot is like, do you have to be tech savvy to do this? And like I was just saying, no, not at all. If you can upload a video, if you can upload a photo of yourself and have a conversation with AI, you can absolutely learn this. What are some other questions? Will my AI images still look like me? Yes, especially if you start with a good reference photo or character sheet. It takes practice. Let me tell you, it's not always going to be perfect. And like I said, you have to tell the AI, this doesn't look like me. Change this up. And I had to do that. And that's okay. It's not going to get it perfect every time. But it definitely it can produce wonderful results. And technology has definitely improved a lot. Um, what else do I get questions about? Some people always ask me about, is this going to replace like the real photo shoots or the real videos? And I would always say, no, there's still value in having professional photography as well as getting the camera out and actually having a real conversation. But I see as AI as something that kind of fills the gaps in between your photo shoots and in between you being able to get on camera. It gives you more content to work with. So you're not waiting for months for your next session or for something new to post, or even waiting for even a week to record content of yourself. So I always recommend, use it in alignment or with some of the real videos of yourself and real images of yourself. Let me see if there's any other questions or anything. What's your IG? My IG is I'm going to put it in the comments, but it is at Saasy Boss, and Saasy is SAASY Boss. There you go. And that's in everything. TikTok, of course, YouTube, Instagram, and you can even find me on Facebook. My name is Chelsea Harris. So yes, please follow. I'd love to follow you back. Love to follow you back. Trying to see if there's any other things in here I want to cover before we go. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm just sharing a few of the common questions I get. Some people ask me about making sure that their content feels authentic. How can they make sure that that's the case, especially in certain industries? It leads with trust. And so some people want to make sure that people are that people aren't turned off by the AI twin or by having AI content. And especially now, I know Instagram, Facebook, they all actually will indicates or can tell that it's AI photo, and will actually has a little indicator that says AI info at the top of your post. So sometimes I know even I at first was a little bit like skeptical about that, because I'm like, I don't want people to feel like, oh, I'm just utilizing AI or what. But use it as a tool. And again, as long as you have good information, people don't care. I've gotten great response a lot of the times from posts that were AI generated. But if you think of any questions later, don't hesitate. You can DM me, leave me a comment on today's replay. I'd love to hear what you're creating. And if you try making, like I said, your own AI twin this week, tag me, because I would love to be able to see that. And next week, again, we're going to shift from your business being seen to your getting your business, helping your business to respond for you. So a lot of people utilize these AI tools like a vending machine, or like something you just put in and you get the information back from it. And you just put in, you ask it a question and it prompts it back. But what if you could have AI actually go out and do the things for you, do these repetitive tasks and these certain things, and answer calls for you, and do everything that you maybe don't have time to do or don't want to do. So I want you to start thinking about AI as a tool, or something that is almost like an employee for you to go out and actually do some of the things in your business. Okay. All right. I'll go follow you back. Thanks for following. All right. Awesome. So we're going to do the Boss Sis toast. before we go. So this is the way that every good brunch should end. So I want you to raise your coffee, your tea, your water, your matcha, your mimosa. I'm drinking coconut water. But here's to one photo becoming endless possibilities. Here's to having more confidence to show up online. Here's to letting go of the pressure to create everything from scratch. Here's to having more time for people you love and for the business that you're building. Here's to creating a business that keeps showing up even on your busiest days. And again, this week, I want you to try something new, upload one photo, experiment, be curious. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just take that first step. You might be surprised what's possible when you use the right tools supporting your ideas. So cheers to creating with more freedom, more confidence, and a little more breathing room. So cheers, Boss Sis. I'll see you next Wednesday for our topic, Never Miss Another Lead. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. I don't have a school. I do have a private community that I can, I'll send me a DM. I do have a private community that I'm working on, but it's not through school. It's actually my own branded community. So shoot me a DM. I'd love to learn more about you, Victoria. Thank you so much for joining. I am so excited to hear what you do. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.